How does corporate tax affect consumers? Have you ever wondered how the taxes paid by big companies influence the prices you see at the store? Corporate taxes are levied on the profits of businesses, and when these taxes go up, companies often respond by raising prices. This means that consumers, like you and me, end up paying more for everyday items. Research indicates that a significant portion of the corporate tax burden can be passed on to consumers through higher retail prices. In fact, a 1 percentage point rise in corporate tax rates can lead to an increase in retail prices of about 0.24 to 0.4%, depending on the market and the type of product. From a socialist viewpoint, this situation is important because it shows how corporate tax policies can impact economic fairness and social justice. Consumers include workers and families with lower to middle incomes. When corporate taxes rise, it can indirectly reduce their purchasing power by making essential goods more expensive. This can worsen inequality if the tax burden shifts away from shareholders and onto everyday people who have less ability to absorb these price hikes. Socialism advocates for corporate tax reform as a way to reduce wealth concentration and fund social programs that benefit everyone. The aim is to ensure that corporations contribute their fair share to public resources, which can support vital services like health care and education. Without adequate corporate taxation, the wealth generated by businesses often enriches shareholders and executives, while workers and consumers face hidden costs. To address these issues, socialist approaches focus on several key ideas. First, they support progressive corporate taxation that targets large firms and high profits to help reduce inequality. Second, they advocate for using tax revenues to fund social services that improve the quality of life for all, especially marginalized groups. Third, they emphasize the need to regulate market power to prevent companies from simply passing tax costs onto consumers, ensuring fairer pricing. Lastly, strengthening workers' rights and wages is essential so that workers are less vulnerable to price increases. In summary, corporate taxes do have a direct impact on consumers by influencing retail prices and often increasing the cost of goods. From a socialist perspective, reforming corporate taxation is necessary to shift the economic burden more fairly, limit corporate dominance, and fund social programs that promote equity and justice. The challenge lies in designing tax policies that do not unfairly harm consumers but instead work to redistribute wealth and power more equitably across society.